ECAT's production of OA Sports are provided by Morris Insurance,
Michael Associates Ltd.
ECAT would like to thank all the sponsors for the support of producing OA Sports.
Welcome to Muscato Stadium for Oliver Ames girls soccer. We have Oliver Ames taking on Mansfield High School. Mansfield coming in with a 2-0 record. Wins against KP 4-3 and 5-1 against Attawan. OA comes in at 2-1 with a loss against Franklin. New coach this year for Oliver Ames, Candace Benolius. And she's leading this organization, taking over from Britt Salemeyer. A little different approach, but some of those familiar faces are still with Oliver Ames. In the starting lineup, you have Jolie Diaz, a senior captain. Jessie Keene, senior captain. Up front, you have Stella Fabrizio and her sister, Sienna Fabrizio. In the middle, you have Shelby Hodges, along with Jolie Diaz, and the new player, sophomore, Riley Mayer. Familiar face touching the ball for Oliver Ames right there is Madeline Berry. She's on the backside along with Jessie Keene, Brooke Dean, and Molly Manning. And I think we have one more face there. Relatively new, played last year, was Hayden Kelly. Mansfield led by 3 stud players. We got Maddie Fernandez, number 10, Allie Fernandez, number 7, Olivia Dunn, number 4. Both teams see each other a lot the past couple of years. Mansfield made it to the Final Four year before, Final Four. Oliver Ames made it to the final game 2 years ago. So they've gone back and forth in terms of owning the Hockomock. Good feed from Fabrizio to her sister on the right-hand side. Couldn't do it. And in goal for Oliver Ames is Juliana Fernandez, Jr. Had a great game against Franklin. Like you said, new look, and here's a Fabrizio with the spin, throws up in the air in the middle. Hodges tried to get the header, couldn't do it, controlled down by Brooke Dean. Takes a shot on goal, little high, nothing going. You'll see that a lot by Fabrizio. She does the flip to the center, gets a lot of air. Strong young freshman player. We got Sienna Fabrizio coming back from a knee injury. She was out last year. Good feed from Riley over to Fabrizio. Maddie Berry tries to feed up Fabrizio again. A lot of familiar names, like you said before. Brooke Dean in the middle, very vocal junior, had a great season last year, along with Shelby Hodges, who's moved up front. She was guarding the backside for the past couple of years, along with the Jessie Keene and Taylor DeVos, who's moved on to Fairfield University. So this is a young backfield for Oliver Ames. Feed from Fabrizio in, knocked out by Mansfield. See if they can clear it up. Their goal is to get it to the speedsters. They want to get it off to number 7, Allie Fernandez and Maddie Fernandez. Both had 2 goals and 2 assists against KP. I'm sure Oliver Ames is played and familiar with how they work, but they want to get the ball to the ends, and now they're trying to look for him right now. Step by Molly Manning. Here comes Fernandez. Good speed coming across the middle. Oliver Ames is going to have to do a job stopping her. Feed over to the middle. Cleared through. Shot on goal. Knocked out by Shelby Hodges. Fabrizio trying to control it. Good play by the Mansfield defender. Fabrizio steps in. Little push. No call. Here comes Jolie Diaz coming up on the left-hand side. Good speed from Diaz. Had a great game last game with the 1 goal for Oliver Ames. Good feed up to Hodges. Hodges got a big boot. Feed back down to Fabrizio. See if she can center it into the middle. Gets it over. No one's home for Oliver Ames. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be OA ball. Once again, look for Fabrizio with the flip in. I don't know what you want to call it, but a lot of girls do not do that at this level, but she's a very athletic freshman. Ball's up, comes in. Manning's right there, kicked away from the defender. Fernandez tries to clear it up, looking for a sister alley. They work well together. Nice play by Hayden Kelly. Takes the ball up, gets it over to Fabrizio. Sienna tried to make a move. Ball goes out of bounds. Looks like we might have a corner kick. Manning might be taking that one. I apologize. That isn't Hayden Kelly. That's Sarah Paul on the backside. So you have 3 sophomores on the backside along with Jessie Keene. Jessie's been steady defender for Olive Reigns the past couple of years. Earned her captainship by her hustle and strong play. Very vocal out there trying to help the young players along. Taking over for Taylor DeVos. The other big player that will help out the young players is going to be Brooke Dean. Brooke's a 3-year starter along with Shelby Hodges. Ball's up. Diaz right there, able to knock it back over to Fabrizio. Maddie Fernandez able to control it into the middle. Nice step in from Shelby Hodges again. Hodges played defense last year. They moved her up this year. She's a great offensive player, has a strong foot, and I think the coach is trying to get her some more shots on goal. Jessie's trying to clean it up. Fabrizio right there. Good hustle. Good step around by number 17. That's Dunham. She's an all hawk-a-mock player for for Mansfield also. She's going to be deadly on the left-hand side defensively. She mans it by herself back there. Tries to clear it up. Picked up by Juliana Fernandez. It's a little different for Olive Reigns. For the past couple of years, you've obviously seen Janaya Matia in there for 3 years. And now we have Fernandez. And I have to confirm that's Fernandez in goal. I want to make sure. It might be Olivia, but I want to make sure it's Fernandez. Ref trying to figure out who had the ball there. Looks like he's talking to the Mansfield coach. Mansfield has a new coach this year also. So both teams, even though they've had success over the past 4 or 5 years, both have 2 new coaches starting for them this year. So like I said, you're going to see a lot different play. Probably not that much from Mansfield, but more from Oliver Ames. More of a ball control type of offense. Shelby Hodges is right there, able to control it. Back over to Jessie Keene. See if Oliver Ames can mount an attack here. See if they can catch someone off balance. Is the sophomore Riley Mayer. Keene goes in with the head, has no problem. Aggressive player. Tries to clear it off to to Shelby Hodges, unable to. Good defense from Oliver Ames. That's Sophia Foley for a junior for Foxborough. Good save. Ball goes out of bounds. We're going to get a corner kick. And I apologize. That is Olivia Zamboni in goal. Comes the first corner kick from Mansfield. See if they have a set play. Here comes the boot. Good in the middle. Try to clear it out from Oliver Ames. There's Maddie Berry. Nice step in from Fabrizio. Looked like Ali Fernandez was going for this big kick, but blocked out by Fabrizio. We're going to have another corner kick. Ali Fernandez setting up on the lower left-hand side for the corner kick. Lines up. Cleared out from Oliver Ames. Controlled by number 10. Knocked out by, looked like Brooke Dean. Riley Mayer trying to get it out. Controls it a little bit. Knocked out by Kelly. Good clear. Mayer back over for Sabrina. Captain Jolie Diaz tried to clear it out, unable to do anything. And here comes Mansfield back on the attack. Good step in from Diaz. Molly Manning guarding. There comes Fernandez. 101 again on the backhand side coming up on the right. She's got good footwork. Tries to center it. Molly Manning's right there to knock it out, clear it out. This game's going to come down to who makes a couple of mistakes. Both teams are well coached. Both teams are used to playing each other. So it'll be really interesting to see how they kind of deal with the Fernandez sisters. Good step in. Here comes Diaz, able to control it. Oliver Ames kind of bunched up in the middle there. Tries to clear it out. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Mansfield ball. Besides the 4 big players from Mansfield, other than that, they got some young players in the backside. There's Dunham. But Mansfield's always been a juggernaut in soccer, and they're going to continue to be that way with the Fernandez sisters and Dunham. Trying to clear it out. There's Fabrizio stepping in. Good touch. Manning goes down. Here comes in the Fernandez. Here's the boot on goal. Wide left. That's the dangerous part with the Fernandez sisters. Both have strong legs, can get the corner easily, can kick it either side, left or right. Ball's cleared out, trying to get to Fabrizio. Gets a little push in the back. No call. Foley trying to block it out. It's going to be Mansfield ball again. Got to be careful in the middle. Try to get it over to Allie Fernandez. Unable to. Brooke Dean's right there. There's Diaz trying to block it off, trying to clear it up. Mansfield stuffing it back on the Oliver Ames side. Good speed from number 10. Able to control it. Maddie Fernandez. Molly Manning back to Fabrizio. And unable to clear it out from Diaz. Here comes Mansfield back on the attack again. Gets it over to Fernandez. Going to take a shot on goal. Save. Nice save by Olivia. Big shoes to fill from Olivia. Like I said, stepping in for Janaya Mattia, 3-year startup. Took her talents off to UMass Boston. Nice kick to the middle. Diaz able to control. Tries to get it up to Shelby Hodges. See it. Fabrizio's right there. Ball goes out of bounds. Keene tries to clear it up, able to get it back over to Stella. Fabrizio, ball goes out of bounds. Oliver Ames ball. Shelby Hodges going to take it out, see if she can find Riley Mayer in the middle, able to get it to it. Tries to leave it off, no one's home. Good help out on the backside by Paul. Tries to clear it out, good step in. Keene's able to get it to Diaz, the flip over her shoulder, try to get it for Fabrizio. Good step in, she's able to control it. Here she comes down the middle. Takes a shot on goal, wide left. Diaz being a little more aggressive this year in terms of taking shots. She's a facilitator the past couple of years. But without the big guns here at Oliver Ames, her, Fabrizio, Dean, Hodges, going to have to take over the scoring. Good kick up in the middle, able to control by Brooke Dean, but the ball goes out of bounds. Trying to clear it up, trying to find Maddie Fernandez again. Unable to. Ball goes out of bounds. Mansfield ball. Trying to get it back to Maddie again. She seems to be the aggressive player. Good defense by Riley Mayer right there. Able to clear it out. Diaz gets it up. Trying to find someone. No one's home for Oliver Ames. See if Mansfield can slip the field. They're able to. There's Hodges right there playing good defense. Brooke Dean's back on the backside. Able to get it away from Allie Fernandez. Here comes Diaz cutting back into the middle of the field. Back over to Shelby Hodges. Here comes Oliver Ames on the attack. Looking up at Fabrizio. Good speed on the left-hand side. Just a little too much. Good idea by Shelby Hodges looking for Sienna Fabrizio. Like I said, Sienna out last year. I think she had a torn ACL out the whole season. She had a great freshman year for Oliver Ames, so good to see her back. Kind of probably working off a little of the cobwebs, but she is an aggressive player. I expect a lot out of her this year, as I do for Hodges. Here she comes, feeds up to Stella Fabrizio. Back over in the middle, nice pass. Diaz 1-on-1 on the left-hand side, see if she can do anything. Tries to clear it into the middle of the field. Gets it back over to Stella Fabrizio. See if she can shot on goal. Here it is. Blocked. Back by Stella Mayer. Able to control it in the middle. Unable to get it through. Good sequence by Oliver Ames, but good defense by Mansfield also. Keene able to get it back up to Stella. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds, and it does. Looks like it's Oliver Ames' ball. Looks like we might have our first substitution for Oliver Ames. Stella Fabrizio coming out. And we have coming in Eva Levisk. Probably butcher her name, so I apologize, but another young player for Oliver Ames, another sophomore. Fernandez able to control in the middle of the field. Allie trying to look up for a sister. Nice defense by Molly Manning again. Brooke Dean pulls it down, see if she can do something with it. Gets through the middle of the field, back over to Riley. Riley can't control it, but Fabrizio can. See if they can flip the field back over to Hodges. Able to get it to her. She's going to control it. Gets back. Unable to do anything with it. And Foley from Mansfield's able to take it up on the left-hand side. Good defense by Riley Mayer. Able to flip it. Trying to look for the big guns again. Both Fernandez sisters on the backside. Oliver Ames mounting somewhat of attack here. Up to Eva on the right-hand side. Trying to control a good defense from Mansfield again. There's Jesse Keene. And there's number 7, Allie Fernandez. Got to be careful. Good control by Brooke Dean. Eva in the middle trying to get it back over. And again, try to get by one of the players. Unable to. And then Dunham feeds it up. Jesse Keene coming up on the left-hand side along with Foley. Looks like the ball might have went out on Mansfield. Let's see if they do. Nope, they call it out on Mansfield. Looked like Keene might have knocked it off her. Fernandez looking for that boot again. Here comes Belly. Gets it right through, and Fabrizio, here she comes, 1-on-1. She is fast, aggressive player. See if she can create some space here. Feeds it up to Eva on the right-hand side. There's Dunham on the backside. Dunham plays it safe, clears it out. Ball goes out. Shelby Hodges taking it. Hodges to Fabrizio, back to Hodges. Both these kids play AAU soccer together, so they're used to playing with each other. Eva try to flick it over to Fabrizio. Unable to. Ball's going to go out again. It's going to be Oliver Ames' ball. Captain Jesse Keene taking it out. Trying to find for Hodges. Ball stays inbounds. Ball goes out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be OA ball again. Eva trying to get it back into Hodges. See if she can control it. Clears it out to Jesse Keene. She's got a good boot. Let's see if she can put something on net. Gets it up there on the left-hand side. Out. Good save by the goalie. Good idea by Jesse Keene. She's got another big boot. Both teams failing each other out in the first 20 minutes. Brooke Dean steps up. Diaz on the left-hand side trying to make control. Nice kick save. Knocks it out. As I said, Oliver Ames came in with a 2-1 loss, played Franklin close for a good period of time. Here comes Fernandez coming up the middle. Good step in by Molly Manning again. Fernandez sister pulls it back. Good footwork on both these girls. They're tough to figure out who's who. Both have headbands. One's 7, one's 10, so that's what you got to keep your eye on. Here's number 10, Maddie Fernandez. Tries to get into the middle to Foley, unable to. Diaz playing defense. Fernandez ball goes out of bounds. Going to be Oliver Ames' ball. One thing I noticed last game, not a lot of substitutions on the Oliver Ames side. Coach Candace likes to let her big guns play. Got to push from behind. We got a call on Allie Fernandez on the push behind on Molly Manning. Manning cleans it back up to Paul. Paul gets it over to Brooke Dean. Brooke using her body well, falls down, able to get back up, see if she can clear it up, trying to get it over to Eva. Eva 1-on-1 on the backside. Tries to get it back over to Hodges, unable to. Good defense by Shelby Hodges. Foley's able to control it, trying to get it up. Good defense by Jesse Keene again. It's good to have a defender like Jesse Keene back there. Good veteran, knows exactly what she's doing, creates good space when she needs to, but able to play even faster players, which is great for a defender like herself. Ball's going to go out, and it's going to be OA ball. Well, so far, good defense on the backside from Molly Manning, Sarah Paul, and Jessie Keene. But the one thing you have to be careful, Mansfield does not need a lot of space to get their shots off, especially with those Fernandez sisters. Manning trying to get into the middle, unable to. Controlled down by Mansfield. Gets it back over to no one home. Shelby Hodges there by herself. See if she can get up to Eva. Unable to sneak it through. Ball goes out. Oliver Ames ball again. Riley Mayer, one-on-one. Foley's able to pick her out of her. Good step in from that time from Oliver Ames. Maddie Boyle tried to make a run from Mansfield. Here comes Fabrizio. Good footwork. Gets a little push from behind. They called it. Good play by Fabrizio. Able to control it. Here comes Shelby Hodges. See if she can create a little space to get that shot off over to Eva on the right-hand side. Eva pulls it back into the middle. Look for Mayer in there. No one's home, but Brooke Dean is. Brooke stepped on it, fell down. Here comes Foley back on the attack. Tried to get it up to Fernandez. Good speed, but right there's Paul to knock it out. Good defense by Sarah Paul. Got a substitution from Mansfield. And taking it out for Mansfield will be Sophia Foley, a junior forward. She kind of gets lost in the mix, but she's a solid player from Mansfield. She's been a 2-year starter. Hodges gets back to Fabrizio. Try to touch pass up to Mayer, unable to. Diaz able to control it, but there comes Maddie Fernandez on the right-hand side. Trying to get it into the wing, unable to. Diaz playing good defense, steps in, knocks out of bounds. Great defense by the captain, Jolie Diaz. Brooke Dean D'ing up on Maddie Fernandez, trying to hold her back. Able to get her shot off again. Ball goes, trickles out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be OA ball. Like I said earlier, they do not need a lot of space to get their shots off. Both have great kicks outside of the 20-yard line. So Oliver Ames has to be dangerous. Not a lot of players can make that. Here comes Fernandez, able to control it, pulls it down, takes a shot with her left foot through the post. Looks like it's good. 3 points. Good work on that side by Brooke Dean again. Substitution coming in. Looks like Riley Mayer comes out, and coming in is Stella Fabrizio. Fabrizio tried a touch pass back over to Foley. Foley's able to clean it up, but good play by Brooke Dean again. Keene unable to clear it. Looks like Mansfield ball. Trying to look for Maddie Boyle, unable to. Foley with the big kick, flip the field. There's Molly Manning, one-on-one. She has to be careful, get on her close. Paul steps in, trying to knock it out. Fernandez trying to get a good kelp out by Shelby Hodges. Brooke Dean able to clear it up. Here comes Eva, the sophomore. Good speed, but Mansfield's right back there. The ball goes out of bounds. Good clear out by Shelby Hodges. Jessie Keene calling out the defense for all of the games. Good step in from Keene again. Great job clearing it out. No one's on that side. Picked up by number 14, Haley Narenko. Ball goes out. Oliver Ames ball. Like I said, both teams kind of filling each other out. Couple opportunities early from Mansfield. Oliver Ames had a couple on some short shots, but other than that, we haven't seen too much action. Both teams trying to create some space when they get the ball in the middle of the field. Brooke Dean able to control it, clears it back out to Maddie. Diaz gets it back on the Hodges. Keene sneaking up on the right-hand side, able to get it to her. See if she can get something. Cleaves it. Nice pass up to Eva right there. Great pass by Jessie Keene. Let Eva out, but unfortunately, ball goes out of bounds. It was a great feed by Jessie Keene. Good step in, try to clear it out in the middle. Fernandez able to kick it over to her sister. Good step in by Molly Manning again. Try to get it to Fabrizio. Unable to. Fabrizio steps in. Here comes Stella Fabrizio. Cleans it up. Ooh, led her up perfectly, but unable to do anything. It was Eva. Couple of the passes just missing a drop by a nice pullback by Jessie Keene. Cleans to the middle again to Stella Fabrizio. Try to kick it back over to her sister. Unable to do anything with it. Controlled back down by Mansfield again. Here they come back on the attack. Good step in by Brooke Dean again. Foley trying to clear it up. Gets around Shelby Hodges. Right there's Jessie Keene. Maddie Barry's there. The defense knocks the ball out of bounds. Good help out by Maddie Barry. Barry gets it back to Fabrizio. I'd like to see Fabrizio make some moves and get her out in the speed run. Good step in from Dunham. Fabrizio's right there. Trying to get around. Unable to. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Oliver Ames' ball. Good hustle by Sienna, excuse me. Looks like Olivia Dunham might have got injured on that play. She's coming out. Eva coming out for Oliver Ames. Emily Lopes coming in for OA. Lopes got a lot of minutes last year. Good offensive player. It looks like it's going to be trying to get it to Lopes again. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Mansfield ball. Nope. They called it off of Mansfield, OA ball. Good hustle by Mansfield on defensive side. Clears it back up to Foley with Shelby Hodges on her. Ball goes out of bounds. Jessie Keene will be taken out again. Fabrizio tries to get around number 19, unable to. Hodges has the ball, lets it into the middle, back to Lopes. Lopes trying to swing it around, can't do it. Good play by Foley. Foley's going to try to clean it up. Takes it out by Hodges. Mansfield ball again. Keene directing traffic back for Oliver Ames, keeping their eye on the Maddie and Allie Fernandez. Fabrizio tried to feed it up to Lopes, but couldn't get it done. Clears it up to Foley. Good step in from Brooke Dean again. Oliver Ames get it back on defense to get Maddie Barry one-on-one with Fernandez. Swipe kick, and here comes her sister coming up on the right-hand side. Goalie's coming out. Good help out by Sarah Paul. Directs it to Fabrizio. Touch pass back over to other Fabrizio. Here comes Diaz. Good speed coming up. Pulls it back. Ball goes out of bounds. Mansfield back on the attack. Back and forth. Fabrizio in the middle of the field creates good space. Back over to Hodges. Let's see if she can do something one-on-one. Good speed from Hodges. Should be able to get around the defender. She does. Gets it over to Lopes. Lopes has the ball. Needs to be a little more aggressive with it. Try to get it to Sienna. Good step in by Foley, and here comes Owe. Oh, caught her off guard. Nice save. Paul tried to come up for Fernandez. Cut it back to the left-hand side. Luckily, she wasn't able to control a good save by Olivia. Pulled down by Lopes. Lopes has the ball up on the left-hand side. Chiefs back in the middle. She has some space. Diaz trying to be aggressive. Fernandez on her. Ball goes out of bounds again. It's going to be Oliver Ames' ball. Lopes has to be a little more aggressive in terms of what she's going to do with the ball. because they are fast back there. Good step in by Fabrizio. Aggressive play. Ball goes out of bounds. Two substitutions for Mansfield. Looks like Dunham's coming back in the game. Looks like she might have just needed a breather. Mansfield going to inbound it at the 10-minute mark. Ball goes out. Oliver Ames ball. Diaz going to take it out on the upper left-hand side, trying to get it to Lopes. Lopes clears it back over to Diaz. Diaz puts a shot on goal, but nothing doing. Paul's got to control that ball. Here comes Fernandez. Got Foley coming on the left-hand side. Shot on goal again. Hits the left-hand side, out of bounds. Oliver Ames has to be careful of not giving the Fernandez sisters space. You give them an inch and they are gone. You have to make sure you have the right angles in terms of cutting them off. Monty Manning able to control it. Got to be a little aggressive. Let's take it up. You have some space. Take it. Oliver Ames being a little hesitant right now in terms of moving the ball up. Foley's in the middle, tries to head it. Good play by Jesse Keene. Tries to get back over to Foley again. Foley kicks it up in the air. See if someone can knock it down from the OA side. Looks like that was Maddie Berry. Good play by Brooke Dean. Here comes Fabrizio. Good step around. Trying to get into the middle of Foley. Foley's able to clean it out. Brooke Dean on the defensive side, able to get it. Lopes trying to control it, unable to. Back over to Fernandez, give her space. Can take a shot. Good step in from Paul. It was a great play by Sarah Paul. Molly Manning up. Maddie Fernandez right on her. See if she can get it out. Good hustle by Maddie Fernandez. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to be Mansfield ball. They're back on the attack, Mansfield. Good step in by Diaz. Unable to do anything with it. Fernandez tried to do it. Ball goes out again. Both teams extremely fast. But it looks like Mansfield's just a little more confident in terms of taking the ball up the field. Good step in by Brooke Dean. There's Fabrizio. See if she can knock it down. Unable to. Maddie Berry cleans it back up to Lopes. Lopes has some space. If she can go aggressive with it. Coming up, trying to clear it up to Fabrizio. Pulls it back around. Good hustle by Lopes. Takes up on the left-hand side. Still pushing herself. Good step. Still fighting. Ball's going back and forth. Let's see what they call. Looks like you have your first corner kick from Oliver Ames. Jesse Keene, the senior, will be taking the corner kick for Oliver Ames. First set from Oliver Ames. This is where to keep your eye on Fabrizio and Brooke Dean. Both are inept in terms of getting a header on the ball. Fabrizio's really aggressive in terms of flying down. Like they faked the kick, tried to get out to the middle. No one's home for Oliver Ames. Looked like they were going to set something up, and Mansfield stepped up on it. Nice play by Maddie Berry. Here comes Brooke Dean trying to control it. Gets it back down to Lopes. Lopes has it in space. Gets it through a couple defenders. Good defense by Dunham. Gets it out to Foley. And here comes Mansfield back in the attack. Maddie Boyle has the ball trying to flip the field. Gets it over to Maddie Fernandez. Away has the numbers. Let's see if they can get some offense. Here comes Shelby Hodges, clears it out, unable to do anything with it. Here comes Fabrizio sneaking through. Let's see if she can get a shot on goal. Unable to. Good step in from the goalie. Good play by Stella Fabrizio, trying to make that step to get a kick, but unable to. Goalie came out, made the save. Here comes the boot again. There's Brooke Dean. Gets it out. Allie Fernandez right there's Molly Manning. Good talk by her and Paul. See if they can get it out. They had a hustle. There comes Fernandez. You got to be careful with her. You can't get lazy with those passes. Good step in from Paul back. Stella Fabrizio gets it back over to Sienna. Let's see if Sienna can take it up. Finds Shelby Hodges. Good step in right there from the Mansfield defender. Taking up on the left-hand side, Sarah Jones. She can get into the middle. Unable to save by Olivia Zanaboni. OA has to be a little more aggressive on the defensive side. Got to get that ball out. Cannot wait unless Mansfield will attack. Fabrizio tries to feed it back up to Lopes. Kicks out of bounds from all of us. Mansfield's going to be OA ball. Back over to Jesse Keene. Keene calls for it. Tries to get it back over to Lopes. Lopes using her body well. Unable to do anything with it. And here comes Mansfield back on the attack, trying to clear it up. Maddie Berry with Fernandez right there through two defenders. Able to clear it out. Nice step in by Berry. Good play by the sophomore. Sarah Jones from Mansfield made a good step in also. That was a great play by Berry with Fernandez on her backside. Jones trying to find Fernandez again. There's Maddie Berry. Good defense by Maddie. Foley trying to get a shot on goal. It's up and it's over the hoop. That was a great defense by Maddie Berry. Young sophomore. Usually plays up front, but playing defense the past couple of games, really coming into her own. Keene trying to get up to Hodges, unable to. Jones taking it out. Looks for Foley. Keene on her. Tries to spin around. Keene's right there. Looks like it's Oliver Ames' ball. Great play by Jesse Keene again, senior captain. Tries to get in. Fernandez able to control. Watch that foot. Barry, good defense again by Maddie Barry, playing great defense on Fernandez. Great play by the sophomore. OA has the numbers. Tried to clear it out in the middle. Nothing doing. Back over to Maddie Fernandez. Tried to clear it up in the middle. Looks like Jones. Gets through two defenders. Oliver Ames need to talk. They do. Keene's able to settle it. Good play by Fabrizio. Aggressive. Even after the knee injury, she still comes back and is an aggressive player for Oliver Ames. Ball bounces right down to Maddie Boyle. Boyle trying to control in the middle of the field. Fabrizio gets it back over to Lopes. Lopes back over to Fabrizio. Sienna couldn't clear it through. Good step in from the Mansfield defender. Here comes Sarah Jones coming up on the left-hand side. Good speed, but the ball goes out of bounds. Hodges trying to find someone, trying to find Fabrizio. Able to, ball goes out on Mansfield. Oliver Ames ball. Back to Fabrizio, back over to Keene. Keene, see if she can clear it out. She's able to get it over to Sarah Paul, see if she can flip the field over to Manning. Diaz able to get it. Here comes Manning, back over to Dean. Watch out for the defender. Nice step in from Shelby Hodges. Saved a potential open netter there. It was known on the backside if Sarah Jones got by Shelby Hodges. Once again, Oliver Ames needs to be crisper with the passes and more aggressive. Fabrizio tried to clear it up. There's no one on the backside for Oliver Ames. Ball goes out of bounds. Hodges trying to find Fabrizio. Looks like Stella got pushed, still holding her ground, trying to get around the defender, unable to. Ball goes out again. It's going to be Oliver Ames' ball. A little logjam there, back over to Keene. See if Keene can flip the field for Oliver Ames. Takes a shot. Unable to do anything again. Keene will take it out. Try to get it back into Lopes. Hodges steps in with the kick. No one home for Oliver Ames. Dunham trying to get it out to Fernandez. Manning just got lucky in that one. Here comes Allie Fernandez on the backside with Paul on her. Takes a wild shot on goal. Keene's back there to protect. Back over to Brooke Dean. Need to get it out. Good job by Brooke Dean. Sarah Jones taken in, looking for, looks like Sarah Foley in the middle. Well, Maddie Boyle, Foley, ball goes out. It's going to be away ball. We're under 2 minutes. Keene trying to direct traffic. Oliver Ames having a hard time inbounding it. Paul with the boot in the middle. Stella Fabrizio, see if she can make a move, get around somebody. Unable to. Dunham's able to control it from Mansfield. Takes it up on the far right-hand side. Back over to Maddie Fernandez. Diaz comes flying through, able to control a little bit. But Fernandez able to get through. Paul steps up, Berry. Brooke Dean being aggressive, able to stop. Good Fabrizio comes flying in again. Good aggressive play by Sienna Fabrizio. And here comes Brooke Dean. They have some numbers. Let's see if they can get something mounted here in terms of attack. Gets it over to Lopes. Lopes takes it in the middle. Needs to be aggressive. Gets it back over to Fabrizio. Fabrizio, see if they can flip the field for Oliver Ames. And that's it. That's the end of the first half. Oliver Ames 0. Mansfield 0. Slugfest at Muscato Stadium. We'll be back after half.
Yeah. This is the life. Just relaxing by the beach. What could be better than this?
I've got an idea.
What?
I'd really like to find a forever home.
Forever home?
Yeah, like Jack Ryan talks about on Easton News. A forever home. All those animals at the APCSM, they get forever homes. Why not us?
Listen, man, I hate to tell you this.
Tell me what? Come on, tell me. Look, I can take it. Look at me. Come on, tell me. I can take it. Come on.
We're not real.
What are you talking about? Of course we're real. Look at us. We're sitting here on the beach, on vacation, being served raw meat, mind you. We're having a great time. How are we not real? No, thank you. I'm good. I've had enough. I've had enough. Thank you. What are you talking about? Of course we're real.
Look, it's not that we're not real. We're just not living, breathing animals. You don't even have a mouth, dude.
Well, oh yeah? Well, your eyes are just plastic.
Right back at you.
You've ruined my vacation. I can't believe you've done this.
I mean, well, while we're at it, why do we need a vacation? It's not like you have a job.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? I'm out of here.
Cubby, wait. I'm sorry. I didn't mean... Oh, well, you have to get it eventually.
If you'd like to get your hands on a cubby of your own, scan the QR code on your screen now.
My name is John Barata. I'm entering my 17th season here at Oliver Ames High School, and excited to get started and working with the boys and see what we can do this year. I was asked to kind of chat about last year. So for the program, we've had a very successful journey. The last 16 years and 16 seasons, I guess, have been very exciting and very fun, full of a lot of opportunity for growth and learning. We've won some big games, so now we're hoping that we can take some of what we learned in the past and kind of bring it towards our new team this year and see what we can do with this new identity. Obviously, last year was great, winning a three-peat, and we're not really taking any of that with us other than some learning moments. Right now, we're going to create our own journey with our new identity, a new team, and see what we can accomplish in 2025.
This year, we're looking forward to just taking what we learned from last year and the years prior and trying to build a new set of ideals with this new team, new group of guys. So I'm really looking forward to building the family aspect and just growing together each practice and then just moving forward from game to game.
Last year was great, obviously, the three-peat, very successful. This year, I'm just main focus is to get our guys best they can and just have fun along the way and build the aspect of family, like what Zach said.
All right, again, so this is John Barada. I'm here with our captains, Nikki and Zach, who had a really tremendous offseason. Obviously, these guys are feeling a little bit of probably initial pressure because they're coming in from a three-peat season, right? And also, we've also won the league 6 years in a row. So obviously, there's a little bit of a expectation. However, for us, we've tried to really set the bar based on their leadership of creating a family environment again, really being relentless at what we do and working hard every single day, and then trying to create that excellence on and off the field. So these two young men have been absolute, as I think the Boston Globe called one of them a stalwart, or someone they've been titans for us over the last few years. Hopefully this year they'll cement another step in history, as they've done tremendously over the last 3 years. But we just look forward to having a great season with the identity, and we're going to kind of really lean on these guys to be our go-to guys and our kind of, for lack of a better word, a golden child, all right, for both of them to help bring the rest of the team up to a certain standard and keep the program kind of flowing in a very positive direction. So these guys have always understood how we've built the program on the shoulders of others, and now they're the ones who we're going to kind of carry. They're going to have to carry us at times. So I think the pressure falls on them a little bit, but we're excited to have Zach and Nikki kind of lead the group. So very excited about that. Thank you.
We're back here at Oliver Ames High School. It's for the Easton 300 bike race, one of the major events taking place here for our Easton 300th anniversary celebration. And yes, I say many times, can you believe 1725 to 2025? And we've seen a lot of great athletes here today. And with me is Jack Mowat. Jack is the coordinator of the bike race. He used to do bike races years ago here in the town of Easton. And Jack, I thank you, I thank your wife and all your volunteers. I thought that this bike race was very professionally run. And you have to be here to see it. All the guides are out. And not only that, but you have first aid tents and certs involved. It's been absolutely terrific, and it's a pretty warm day.
People come from all over. Connecticut, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, you name it, New England. We're trying to get the cycling back on board where it has fallen off, but today is a good start. And all the riders are very, very interested. They love the course. So we hope to bring it back next year.
So I'm just one of the commentators today, and I'm just thrilled that there's such a great venue to host a bike race here today. This is really one of the truly most outstanding venues that I've seen in all of New England. And as John was saying, we do
Back for the second half action, Oliver Ames girls soccer against Mansfield. 0-0. Both teams coming in with Mansfield's coming in with 2 wins, total of 9 goals. Oliver Ames has 1 game under the belt with 1 goal, but this has been a pure slugfest by 2 powerhouses. I think the first team to create a mistake here is probably going to win the game at this point. Oliver Ames, same starting lineup out. You have Paul, Diaz, Berry, Molly Manning, Jesse Keynes, Stella Fabrizio, Sienna Fabrizio. Here comes Diaz on the left-hand side. Get up to the middle, able to create some space, takes it in the middle of the field, leads it off to Shelby Hodges. Hodges taking down the right-hand side, take a shot on goal. Diaz takes a shot, hits the uprights. Good feed in the middle from Shelby Hodges, unable to do it. Diaz tried to control it, but the ball goes out. Dean in the middle of the field. Manning tries to hit it back over to Diaz. Diaz gets the ball on the left-hand side, trying to control it, see if she can get around the defender. She does, keeps the ball in, tries to center it. Good step back, takes a shot on goal. There's header, good save. Diaz controls it in the middle of the field, sends it off to Shelby Hodges with a header. Good save by the goalie. And Oliver Ames comes out with 2 quick shots to start the half. Brooke Dean steps in, good play, controls the ball, taking up on the right-hand side, trying to find, looks like Riley Mayer. Pulls it back in the middle of the field. Diaz over in the middle. Takes a big shot on goal. Another goal, good save. 3 quick shots from Oliver Ames in the first 2 minutes. Oliver Ames coming out a little more aggressive than they did last time. Looks like Lopes is staying in the game. Stella Fabrizio is out. I apologize. Tries to get over to Sienna Fabrizio in the middle of the field. Gets the ball controlled by Manning. Ball trickles in, stays in bounds. Ball goes out of bounds. Ref calls it. It's going to be Mansfield ball. Allie Fernandez feeds it to her sister, Maddie. Maddie goes around 2 defenders. Good step in from Paul. Clears it up in the middle. Riley Meyer right there. Good aggressive play by Mayer. Unable to control it. Mansfield's back on the attack. Tries to clear it on the left-hand side to Sophia Foley. Foley makes a good run, trying to get in the middle of the field. Gives a look. There's Fernandez. Good step in from Paul again. Hodges takes control of it, gets it over to Brooke Dean. Brooke Dean trying to shovel it up to Fabrizio, unable to get it to her. Fernandez gets it back over to her sister. Looks like she might have a shot on goal. Steps around Manning, steps around Diaz. Good step in by Brooke Dean, though. Fabrizio comes flying by on the right-hand side. Manning chasing Fernandez. Good step in by Manning. Maddie Fernandez tried to clear it up on the left-hand side, get it to the middle to get a kick, but good step in by Diaz and then Brooke Dean. Paul looking to step on. Maddie Fernandez makes a spin. Allie, gets into the middle. Good save by Olivia Zabini. In the first 4 minutes, we've had 4 shots on goal. Both teams coming out a little more aggressive. Lopes able to control it, see if she can spin. Gets it over to Brooke Dean. Dean taken up on the right-hand side. Decides to take it back to the middle. Diaz over here by herself. Let's see if she can do something. 1-on-1. Clears it back in the middle. Shuffles around. Trying to clear up on the strong foot. Gets back over to Shelby Hodges. Good step in by Foley. Manning coming up. Needs to control it. Right there's Fernandez. Be careful. Good step in. Diaz trying to get it by. Fernandez unable to. Dean with the stop. Good control. Keeps the defender on her backside. Back over to Paul. Good defense. Diaz touch pass up to Manning. Great play. Manning takes it over in the middle. Tries to find it to Riley Mayer in the middle. Unable to. Manning's going to take it herself. Feeds it to Mayer just a little too much, and the ball trickles to the goalie. Good look from Manning over to Mayer. Mayer was sneaking in but couldn't get it to her. Well, Oliver Ames had some chances early on. Let's see if they can capitalize. Dean's in the middle. The header. Mayer come flying in. Couldn't do anything with it. Mansfield's able to clear it. There's the captain, Jesse Keene. Gets knocked down. Keene took a hit to the head, it looks like. It looks like Foley came flying in. I don't know if it was a shoulder to the head, but she's down for a second. This would be a huge loss for Oliver Ames if Keene is not able to return. Looks like she might have took a shoulder to the head as they were both going for the ball. Jesse's tough. Hopefully she'll be okay. Keene, a 2-year starter, played a lot of minutes last year for Oliver Ames, earned herself the captainship. She's able to stand back up. Looks like she's going to walk it off. Like I said, I think she might have just took either a shoulder or I don't think they collided heads, but she's rubbing the top of her head, so I'm sure they're going to have the trainer look at her, make sure she's okay. Kenzie Graham comes in for Oliver Ames, senior. She's got a lot of minutes last year also. Good defender, good speed, track star for Oliver Ames. Fabrizio tries to make a spin move, able to get it back over to Hodges. Dean's able to pull it down. Had Manning on the left-hand side. She's going to take it herself. She's got a good foot. Tries to feed it up to Mayer. Mayer came flying by. Good defense by Mansfield again. Manning, good play. Trying to get over to Lopes. Lopes going to use her body again. See if you can get back over to Manning. Takes it into the middle of the field. Olive Ames better get some space. Fernandez is deadly there, and there she goes. Good speed from Fernandez. Paul's chasing her on the backhand side. Watch out for the middle. Able to step around one defender. She's going to try to get a shot off. Tries to feed it to Foley. No one home. Good defense by Brooke Dean. Hodges tried to clear it, unable to. Foley's able to clear it out, and the ball goes out of bounds. We're going to have a corner kick for Mansfield. It looked like Shelby Hodges tried to take it back into the middle. Probably should have just cleared it out, but here's another corner kick from from Mansfield. Looks like it's going to be Allie Fernandez taking it for Mansfield. Without Jessie Keene here, this is a little dangerous. She's usually mans that backside. Here comes Fernandez. Ball's up in the air. Cleared through. Here comes Mayer. Good speed. Lopes coming up on the right-hand side, gets back into the middle, see if she creates some space, gets it up to Lopes, unable to step in. Good defense by Mansfield. It was a good run by Riley Mayer. Foley able to get by Kenzie. Paul's right there to protect it on the backside to Brooke Dean. Brooke Dean takes it back up, back over to Paul. Swings it back over to Maddie Barry. Mary's got good footwork. See if she can take it up. Feeds it back up to Fabrizio. And here comes Olive Ames back on the attack. Shelby Hodges up on the right-hand side. Trying to get it over to Mayer. Mayer got a little loose there. Could have stepped towards it. But Fabrizio's right there. She can pull it down. Take it back over to the middle. Has Diaz flickering through the side, but unable to get it to her. Takes a shot on goal and the save. I like to see Fabrizio be a little more aggressive. She's a great offensive player. Ball's up. Hodges trying to control it. Drops back down. Diaz able to do something. Not really. Fernandez pulls it back. Kicks it back over to Dean. Good play by Diaz. Knock it back from Fernandez. Mayer feeds it back over to Hodges. Good speed from Hodges on the backhand side. Here comes Mansfield on defensive play. Good ball by Mansfield. Kenzie Graham looking to inbound it. Gets to Lopes. Lopes trying to do something. Hodges trying to flick it out. Back over to Kenzie Graham. Throws it up there. Fabrizio trying to take the swing. Diaz trying to take the swing. Ball's up in the air. Comes back down. Good pay by Kenzie Graham just to get it into the center of the field. Olive Ames had two swings at it with Sienna and also Diaz. Dunham clears it back up to Fernandez 1-on-1. Fernandez able to get by Paul. Dean's on the middle side. Watch out, Fernandez in the middle of the field. Paul trying to clear it. Fernandez trying to clear it out. See if Olive Ames can get it out. Good play by Sarah Paul. Good touch by Diaz. Unable to control it. Pulled back down by Mansfield. Swings it around Manning. Manning's got to be a little more aggressive. Gets kicked in the back. Good play by Maddie Berry again. Foley trying to pull it down, looking to try to get a shot off, unable to. Back over to number 15. Clears it out. Here comes Fernandez on the backhand side. Excuse me, that's a Jones. Ball's out. Olive Ames got to stay a little more aggressive on the defensive side. Good speed by the Fernandez sisters. You can't give them an inch. Allie Fernandez flicks it over to the middle of the field. Brooke Dean's right there. Diaz tries to control it, get back to Fabrizio. Fabrizio gets pushed in the back. We got a call. Fabrizio tried to head it, got pushed in the back. It's going to be Olive Ames in the center of the field. Maddie Berry going to take the kick. Takes it up to Kenzie Graham. Graham trying to clear it up to Hodges. Hodges get 1-on-1. See if they can get it back in the middle of the field to Brooke Dean. They do. If they could flip, they got Diaz by herself over here. Brooke takes it back herself, and she goes a little aggressive, gets it over to Hodges. Tries to feed it to Mayer, able to get it to her. She pulls it up on the backside, shot on goal. There's good touch to Lopes, but knocked out of bounds. Good play by Riley Mayer getting into the middle of the field. Lopes just couldn't get the shot off. Olive Ames a lot more aggressive to start off this half. Barry falls. Paul able to control it. Kenzie Graham, good speed, able to get on the backhand side. Here comes, gets it through. Foley pulls it up herself, trying to get it upfield. Couldn't do anything with it. But Brooke Dean able to control in the middle of the field. Controls it back over to Diaz. gets through, and the ball is going to go out of bounds. Good thought by Brooke Dean to try to flip the field again. I think if they get it one time, it's going to work. Because Mansfield is heavily stacked in that backside. Paul steps in, a great, good defense by her. Trying to get it over to Fernandez again. Fernandez wants to take in the middle of the field, takes a shot on goal. Save again by Olivia Zanaboni. Manny's got to be careful about not going too far over and getting a bad position with Fernandez. She's adept in terms of cutting it back in the field. Diaz steps, tries to control it back in the middle. Riley Mayer, the sophomore, takes it up, has Shelby Hodges, leads her up on the right-hand side. Hodges, good speed, see if she can get to it. Unable to, ball goes out of bounds. Good idea by Mayer to feed it off on the right-hand side to get Hodges one-on-one, but just a little too much. Flicks it up to Allie Fernandez. Ball goes out of bounds. Kenzie Graham trying to get it over to Hodges. Couldn't do it. Brooke Dean on the backside. Great defense. Good job by Brooke controlling the ball. Kenzie trying to clear it out. Gets it back over to Brooke. See if they can create some space and get it back up on the right-hand side. This is the left-hand side. Paul tried to get to Diaz. Good stepping from the Mansfield defender, and they got the numbers. Good stepping by Manning again. Aggressive play. There we go. That's what you need from the sophomore. Paul taking it back up. Merritt got to flip it over the field. There we go. Here comes Oliver Ames. Hodges taking it back in the middle of the field. Manning coming up on the left-hand side. See if she can get to it. Unable to. Ball's going to get over the foot. Fernandez got the numbers one-on-one. Tries to flick it up to her sister, but Barry's right there again. Good stepping by Barry. Here comes Brooke Dean. Diaz has the space. See if she can clear it out. Gets it back over to Lopes. Lopes has the ball. Tries to feed it over to Mayer, unable to get it to her. Good thought process there. Hodges controls it. Tries to flick it back in the middle. Dean's by herself. She can get it back over to Diaz. She's going to take it herself. Shot on goal. Laser, unable to do anything with it. The ball's going to go out of bounds. That could be Oliver Ames' ball. Thought it was touched by Mansfield, but I could be wrong too. And it looks like it's going to be a free kick from Mansfield. Dean steps in, tries to knock it down. Hodges in there. The header by Boyle. Foley's got Kenzie Graham on him. Tries to go around her, unable to. Good defense by Kenzie Graham again, stepping in for the injured Jessie Keene. Ball goes right through the legs of Dean. Fabrizio's right there. Mayer able to clear it out, tries to get over to Diaz, just let her a little too much. Great idea. Mayer just missed it by an inch. Ball's going to fly out of bounds. It's going to be Oliver Ames' ball. Great play in the backside by Manning when she had Fernandez one-on-one. Tries to flick it to Lopes, unable to get it to her. Fabrizio in the middle, pulls it back, takes her time, sets up the offense for Oliver Ames. It's a big difference from last year. More ball control than they had. Well, Oliver Ames has had their opportunities. 15 minutes into the second half, it's still 0-0. Oliver Ames against Mansfield. Lopes trying to get it, no one home. Ball gets into the space, trying to get it to Fernandez. There's the go-to, get it to number 10. Comes in up the field, getting into the middle. Look for a sister in the middle of the field. Barry's playing good defense. See if she can stick with her. She's able to. Kenzie Graham's right there. Good defense by Kenzie Graham. Might have called an offsides there, too. Great play by Kenzie Graham, stepping in once again for Jessie Keene. Big boot for good control by Sienna Fabrizio. Brooke Dean bringing it up now. Able to get it to Fabrizio. I like to see Fabrizio turn, get it up. Diaz going up. Gets it through to Fabrizio, unable to clear it up just a little too much. Molly Manning right there, able to control it. Back over to Paul. Paul back over to Dean. Dean's got to step up. Back over to Manning. Here we go. Paul able to control it. Back over to Fabrizio. Back over to Diaz. Diaz has the ball one-on-one. Should be able to get by this defender pretty easily. See if she can. Nice feed over to Fabrizio. She get aggressive. We got to take a shot in this goal here. Nice shot by Shelby Hodges. Good control by Oliver Ames. Diaz to Fabrizio, back over to Hodges. Just not enough juice on that ball, but good ball movement from Oliver Ames. Ball just trickles in the middle. Good header by Dean. She's able to control it again. Oliver Ames has a little more oomph this quarter than last. Dean takes it herself in the middle. Let's see if she can find someone. Takes a shot on goal. Save. Oliver Ames has to do a little better in terms of crashing the net in some of these shots. Give the offensive players a little more space. Good step in by Hodges. Here comes Foley up on the left-hand side. Tries to get over to Fernandez. Maddie Berry's back there again. She's playing great defense for Oliver Ames. Really has made a difference this second half. Young sophomore. Header from from Mansfield out of bounds. And it looks like Jessie Keene will be coming back into the game. Kenzie Graham coming out. Kenzie played some great minutes subbing for Jessie Keene there. Oliver Ames trying to set up the attack. Here's the boot. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds. Mansfield ball. Mansfield taking up on the left-hand side. Keene playing defense. Good spin around by Foley. Shelby Hodges right there. See if she can get a ball out. Good step in from Hodges again. And we got a nice push. Good defense by Shelby Hodges. And Oliver Ames will have the kick. Jessie Keene's got a big boot. Let's see if they can get something up on the left-hand side. Here it comes. Fabrizio boots it with her head up there. Got it like 15 yards. Looks like she got pushed out of Brown's. Riley Mayer, ball goes out. It's going to be Mansfield ball. That was a great header by Fabrizio to direct it to Mayer on the right-hand side. Jessie Keene's right there. Foley trying to get around her, unable to. Ball goes out. Oliver Ames ball. Two heavyweights slugging it out. Muscato Stadium. Clears it out. Fernandez 1-on-1 up on the lower right-hand side. Diaz on here. Shot on goal. Looks like it's going to be wide left. Doesn't hurt taking the shots on goal. Good defense by Oliver Ames. The defense of Sarah Paul and Maddie Berry have been playing great along with Molly Manning. Really has made a difference in this second half. Along with Jessie Keene, I think the young sophomores got used to the speed of the Fernandez sisters and really have made a difference. Ball stays in. Hodge is able to control it. Puts it in the middle of the field. Fernandez trying to set up a shot. Fakes it. Berry steps in again. Great defense by Berry. Clears it up. Here comes Fabrizio. Trying to find up Riley Mayer coming up on the right-hand side. Good speed from the sophomore. Able to clear it up in the middle. Takes a shot on net. We'll take that. Good play by Riley Mayer. Dean's in the middle of the field. She's able to control it. Taps it back. Gets it back over to Sarah Paul. Paul taking her time. Good defense. Here comes Fernandez. Pulls it back over. Guess who's there? Maddie Berry. Takes her time. Setting up the offense. Finds a little hole. Mayer got to step up on that one. Keene's going to flip the field. Lopes trying to use her body. Trying to get around the defender. Dunham unable to. A little push in the back. Got away with it. Ball still up in the air. Lopes is sitting right there. See if she can get it. Looks like a handball right there. Yep. Called a handball. Senior Dunham. All Hockamock. Here comes the kick. Snuck through the defender. Paul's back there to take care of it. Tries to get it up to Diaz, unable to. Someone's got to get on her. Ball goes out of bounds on the right-hand side. Shot on goal. Paul got a little lazy with that pass. We got a substitution in the game. They got Lopes coming out. Eva. I don't want to butcher her name again. Lavisky. I'm just going to go with Eva. Ball goes out on Mansfield. Oliver Ames ball. Manning taking it up, trying to find Eva on the left-hand side. Tries to head it to the middle of the field. Good speed from Eva. No one's home. Paul trying to step up. There's Manning. Manning trying to get it out. Ball goes out of bounds. Oliver Ames ball again. Gets it over to Diaz. Diaz back over to Manning and see if they can get it out. There we go. Back over to Brooke Dean. Brooke Dean just kicked a little too much there. Foley's able to bring it down. Keen's back on the backside, able to protect. Fernandez looking for Boyle in the middle of the field. And you also have her sister, Maddie, coming up with Brooke Dean on the backside. Good step in by Manning again. Got to create space. Here's a shot on goal. That's high. Hits the bar. Good shot by Fernandez and just hit the bar. But back on Oliver Ames in the attack. Go for Fabrizio. Take him to the middle. Here comes Shelby Hodges. Has Diaz on the right-hand side. Let's see if Diaz can do anything. Get by the defender. Cleats it back up to Eve. Eva taking the ball. Take it up on the left-hand side. She's got to be aggressive. Take it up. Ball goes out. Oliver Ames ball. Eva back, trying to control it, trying to flick it back over to Diaz. Diaz jets it back in the middle of the field, unable to do anything with it. Here comes Mansfield back on the attack in the center. Allie Fernandez, good step in by Dean, back over to Hodges. Good step to Fabrizio, back over to Keene. Keene on the backside. She got a boot if she can get an open space. Tries to clear it up to Riley Mayer, unable to. Eva had space to take up on the left-hand side. Looked like she was a little hesitant. Mansfield with the free kick. Here's the big boot. Keene's right there. Tries to get it back up. Barry's on Fernandez. Fernandez going to try to spin like she's been doing. Brooke Dean steps right in. Got a push in the back from Allie Fernandez. Here comes Dean. Let's see if they can flip the field again. Diaz has some space. Has one of the Fernandez on her. Tried to get it through. Unable to. Back over to Jesse Keene. Now you got to start going towards the net. Oliver Ames got too many people on the backside. Mayer can clear it up to the middle. You might have someone there. Good step in by Jesse Keene. Fabrizio comes flying through. Able to keep it on the Oliver Ames side. Here comes Mayer coming up. Diaz got to come on the left-hand side. She's staying at the 25-yard line, no man's land. She's got to be a little more aggressive in terms of going to the net. Good header. Keene's right there. Header back over to, looks like Hodges trying to control it. Gets it back over to Molly Manning. Here comes Owe back on the attack. She's taken back in the middle of the field. Wants to shoot. Knocked down by number 20 in the defender. Shelby Hodges right there. Good step in again by Hodges. Paul on the backhand side to protect it. See if she can get the ball back up. Feeds it back over to Eva. Eva tried to get into the middle of the field. Just not enough space. Good pull down from Oliver Ames. Mansfield ball. Diaz controlling it, try to pull it back. Paul's right there. Here comes Maddie Berry. Berry clears it up. Here comes the header. Brooke Dean should be able to control that. Dean is able to control it. Oliver Ames has the numbers. No one up on the left-hand side. They got to get another defender to give some more options here for Brooke Dean. Able to clear it out. Keene's right there. Keene's going to take a shot on goal. Right there was Eva, unable to do anything with it. Good defense by Dunham. Fabrizio come flying by. Good aggressive play by Fabrizio. She's able to control it. Tries to pull it back. Back over to Diaz. Diaz gets it back over to Eva. Eva taking the ball. See if she can get a shot on goal. Tries to get over to the middle. No one home. Fabrizio comes flying in. Diaz able to control it again. Got a handball. Diaz came flying by, unfortunately. Got a handball on that one. It's going to be a free kick for Dunham. Good sequence from Oliver Ames. Fabrizio's really getting a little more aggressive out there. Dunham with the free kick. Here it is. It's up. Manning trying to hold off Fernandez. Good step in by Manning. Manning trying to take it up. Feeds it back up to Eva, just a little too much. Good idea by Molly Manning, being aggressive, taking it up the field. Here comes the boot. Good step in by Brooke Dean. Comes Mansfield, feeds it off to Sarah Jones. Right there's Jesse Keene. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Mansfield ball again. Looks like we're going to have a substitution. And halts play for a second. Oliver Ames got to be careful. Maddie Fernandez by herself on this right-hand side. No one home. If they can flick the field to her, it's dangerous. Fabrizio trying to control it, gets pushed. Yes, they got a foul on number 4. Look, here comes Oliver Ames back on the attack. Dean trying to take it into the middle of the field. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Oliver Ames' ball. Diaz trying to get through a couple defenders. Ball goes out again. Oliver Ames' ball. Molly Manning trying to find out to Eva. Unable, looks like, to get it to her. She is able to get free. Touch back over to her. Diaz on the right-hand side. Trying to feed it all the way over to Mayer. Mayer trying to be a little aggressive. Can't do anything with it. Fed back up to the middle of the field. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Jesse Keene's right there. Trying to get to Mayer again, one-on-one. Trying to use his speed. Unable to. Ball's going to go out. It's going to be Jesse Keene again. Just got to get a little more oomph on that pass. Dean feeds it over to, here comes Sienna Fabrizio. See if she get a shot on goal. She's got a laser. Ball's up on the right-hand side. Good shot by Fabrizio. I like to see the aggressiveness. All the Ames getting their shots. Just nothing is falling. Looks like we got a substitution. We got Stella Fabrizio coming in for Eva. And this looks like the original starting team for Oliver Ames. So let's see if they can mount an attack at the 11th-minute mark. Ball is up. Dean able to control again, playing a great center field for Oliver Ames. Back over to Shelby Hodges. Hodges back over to Dean. Fabrizio getting some space. Another shot on goal. Big save. That's what we like to see from Fabrizio, getting a little more aggressive on her shots, starting to feel herself. Ball's up. Dean's in the middle again. She's been a stalwart back there. Maddie Berry's back there. Protect. Here comes Fernandez. Able to clear it out. Great play by Maddie Berry again. She's earning his stripes this game. They're pushing. Here comes Hodges. They got a push in the back. Looks like they called Jesse Keene on that push in the back. She wants to know what's going on with that call. Has a couple questions. Looked a little questionable. I didn't see the hands on the lower back, but they called it. Here comes the free kick. Olivia Dunham's going to be taking it from Mansfield. Oliver Ames marking up. Dunham about to take the shot. Paul on Fernandez. Jolie Diaz on the other Fernandez. No one in the middle. Looks like they switched. Maddie Berry on Fernandez. Diaz has Foley. Here's a big shot over the hope. Out of bounds. And the slugfest continues. We're at the 10-minute mark. 0-0. Two heavyweights battling at Muscato Stadium. Ball's out. It's going to be Oliver Ames' ball. Manning to Stella Fabrizio. Back over to Manning and see if she can flip the field over to Hodges by herself in the middle. There's Mare. Mare able to make a little bit of a move. Diaz able to control it, gets it over to Hodges. Dean's in the middle of the field. Here comes Fernandez, sneaks up behind Diaz. Good play by Fernandez. Diaz be able to punch it out. Nice touch from Mare to Hodges, unable to do anything with it. Fabrizio in the middle, let's do something one-on-one. Unable to keep it up. Ball trickles out on the right-hand side. It's going to be Mansfield ball. Looks like we're gonna have a substitution. Fabrizio looked like she might be rubbing her leg a little bit. We got coming in number, looks like Diaz, Fabrizio. We got Sophia Pomfret coming in for Fabrizio in the middle. Here comes Molly Manning sneaking up into the middle, back over to Hodges. Hodges trying to get over. Shot on goal. It's high. It's up. A little wide. Looks like Febreze she's okay. It might be something to do with her brace. So it looks like they might be trying to fix her brace. Hopefully she'll be okay. Here comes the boot. Pomfret's in the middle. Fernandez tries a touch. Good step in from Paul. Paul trying to get it up. They have one-on-one. There's Maddie Barry again. She's playing a hell of a game for Oliver Ames. Brooke Dean able to clear it out. Good step in. Stella Fabrizio, see if she can talk. Get it over to Diaz. Diaz has it one-on-one. Get into the middle of the field. She's able to. Back over to Dean. Dean taking up. Looking for Hodges. Unable to get it to her. Good step in from the Mansfield. Keene slows it down. Oh, trips it right into the defender. Keene steps right back up, makes a mistake, and makes a good play to come up back for it. Clears it up for Oliver Ames. Keene got a little lazy with that pass, and then she made up for it with that step in. Ball comes in. Looks like it's going to be Keene. Kicks it back up. Here comes Stella Fabrizio sneaking in on the backside. Good shot on goal. Nothing going. Dean's in the middle again. Ball trickles up. Paul steps in. Good step in from Paul. Back over to Pomfret. Pomfret over for home. Shelby Hodges gets it over to Diaz. You see if Oliver Ames back on the attack. Takes a big shot. Got to be a little more aggressive in terms of getting it up the field. Took the shot a little too early in that one. Looks like we have nope, we're going to let him play. Here comes the kick. Good defense by Hodges. Hodges is right there. Good pull back by Foley. Post by through a couple defenders trying to get it one-on-one to Sarah Jones. Maddie Barry's back there. Barry's playing good defense, and she does it again. Back over to Hodges. Good step in. Barry clears it back out. Pomfret got to step in, be a little aggressive. Good step in again. Here comes Fernandez. She's going to take a shot. No doubt about that. Good step out by the goalie. Not touching it. It's going to be Oliver Ames' ball. And we got Fabrizio coming back in the game. Sophia Pomfret coming out. We're at the 5-minute mark. Let's see what Oliver Ames come out and attack here. You don't want to get too aggressive and make a mistake, but they have to be aggressive in terms of putting the ball on net. Feeds it back over to Jesse Keene. Keene steps up. Good step in by Foley. Gets around Keene, puts it in the middle. There's Barry again. Hodges tried to clear it out. She's able to. Mare steps up. Ball goes out of bounds. Mansfield ball. Keene trying to use a body. Able to pull it back. Foley, she's playing a great play right now. Hodges able to get it out. Good step up, unable to do anything with it. Mansfield being aggressive right now. They're still on the attack. Back over to Foley with Keene on him. She's going to try to center it, see if she can stay aggressive, able to get by Keene. Here's the ball in the middle. No one home for Oliver Ames. Good play by Molly Manning. Oliver Ames got to get the ball out. Dean heads it. Good step in by Dean again. She's going to take a shot on goal. Fernandez tried to settle down, take a shot. Good defense by Brooke Dean and Molly Manning. Oliver Ames has to get it out of their side of the field. The ball goes out of bounds again. Keene's got to be a little more aggressive on Foley. There it is. Fabrizio able to get it up. Stella up on the right-hand side in the middle, Mayer tried to feed Fabrizio just a little too much. And here comes Mansfield. They're going to come back fast. Big boot in the middle of the field. Dean's right there. Should be able to control it. Good header. She gets hit also. Keene's there. Heads it back right into Fernandez. Good step in from Fernandez again. Dean's right there. She's getting through a couple defenders. This is Maddie Berry. See if she can stop him. Here comes a shot on goal. Save. Fernandez went through 4 defenders to get that shot off. Ball's up. Mayer's got to be aggressive on there. She's getting pushed around. Needs to stay with it. Be aggressive. Shelby Hodges right there. Mayer's got it coming up on the right-hand side. Feeds it back over to Stella Fabrizio. Mayer's got good speed. Let's see if she can center it. Gets it over to the middle. Unable to do anything with Fabrizio's right there. The ball goes out of bounds. Oliver Ames ball probably at the 2-minute mark, ballpark. Here comes this flip pass. It's a big one coming in the middle. No one home for Oliver Ames. Got to be aggressive. Fabrizio steps right up and aggressive. That was a good play by Fabrizio. Trying to just make something happen here for Oliver Ames. Oliver Ames has to stay aggressive if they want to try to win this game, unless they're just playing not to lose. Dunham with the kick right in the middle of the field. Dean's right there. Dean steps in. Nice play by Dean. Back over to Diaz. Diaz takes it back up. She has to be aggressive. Pull it back in the middle. Tries to feed it up. See what she can do with it. Back over to Stella Fabrizio. Fabrizio takes it up. Trying to get anything up. We're going to have a corner kick. Oh, no. Ball went out of bounds. I thought it was touched by Mansfield. These two teams going back and forth. 0-0. Diaz hits the Fabrizio. Fabrizio back over in the middle. The Mayer. Mayer trying to get it back over in the middle. Heads it to, looks like Stella Fabrizio. She tries to get over ahead 1-on-1. Trying to kick it to herself. Good hustle. Goalie's coming out. Here's the kick. Hodges trying to stay on Foley. Here comes the boot 1-on-1. Paul's got to get back. Got to hustle. Manning, good speed. Good speed from Manning coming back and running with Fernandez. Ball goes out of bounds. Great hustle by Manning and great hustle by Paul. Good header. Someone's got to step up. He's going to get a free kick. Good step in by Maddie Berry again. Paul trying to boot it out. She's able to. Good aggressive play by Paul. Looks like we got a timeout. Mansfield calls a timeout. My guess, ballpark, probably a minute left at this stage. Both teams trying to just figure something out against two tough defenses. Once again, I can't speak enough of how well Maddie Berry, Sarah Paul, Jessie Keene, and Molly Manning have played on the backside. Not to speak, Olivia Zanaboni has been playing great in goal. But these are 3 sophomores back there with Jessie Keene. And Brooke Dean has really been manning the middle of the field, making it very difficult for Mansfield to get anything in the middle. Everything has been up on the right-hand side or left-hand side. They're having a hard time taking to the middle of the field to get that free kick. Mansfield calls a timeout, sets up a play. Here comes Oliver Ames back on defense. Oliver Ames trying to mark up. Gets it to Fernandez. Fernandez takes a shot wide right. Take your time, Oliver Ames. You want to make sure you get the ball out, not make a mistake. Good play by Olivia. Olivia needs to take her time. She needs to get a good kick here and clear it out. There's the kick we needed. Fabrizio's right there. Stella trying to get around the defender, unable to. Flips the field back over to Foley. Foley tries a touch pass. Good defense by Shelby Hodges again. Gets it back over to Mare. Mare trying to control it. Good speed by Mare. Step in by both Fernandez sisters on that one. Able to clear it up in the middle, but Fabrizio, slide kick, gets out. Nice play by Fabrizio. Now she gets it back. Back over to Sarah Fabrizio making a run. Oh, couldn't get a ball. Just fell down, lost her footing. And that is it. Slugfest. Oliver Ames 0. Mansfield 0. And that is a big tie for both teams that could make a difference in who's going to decide the Hawk. We'll be back Wednesday. Oliver Ames will be playing King Phillips. Thank you.
ECAT's production of OA Sports are provided by Morris Insurance, Michael Associates Ltd. ECAT would like to thank all the sponsors for the support of producing OA Sports.